Coming up on this edition of Southwest TV News. The Swift Current Fire Department is planning for the future, and to meet the needs of a growing community is the need for a new fire hall. Dust, mold, and other allergens are in abundance this time of the year and will increase in the coming months as the trees start to bloom for another season. Tobacco use is the leading cause of numerous cancers, and Health Canada is proposing several ideas to reduce the urge to smoke. Thanks for joining us here today. The City of Swift Current is taking positive steps towards building a new fire hall. We have more in today's top story. The Swift Current Fire Department is planning for the future, and to meet the needs of a growing community is the need for a new fire hall. Built in 1913, the Swift Current Fire Hall, located at the corner of Chaplin Street and 2nd Avenue Northeast, has served the community well. However, following numerous additions over the years, it's now time to start planning for a new building.
The facility itself, we're living in the second oldest continuously working fire hall in Canada. The only one older than this one is in Nelson, BC, and it beat us by about 6 months. So, there's a couple old fire halls that are in operation around the province, but nothing this old. When it was built, it was designed for horses and for small vehicles, not for the big trucks we have today. It's been added on 8 times, and one of those additions was removed. So, it's very limiting. There's no room left to add on to make it bigger. There's no place to go. We have access issues for handicapped people. We have issues about safety of the building. It doesn't meet building code and fire codes regulations of today. So, there's a lot of issues with this building, and it would cost millions to fix it up. So we're better off to build new.
Swift Current City Council recently approved the start of a 3-phase process working towards a new fire hall, with the awarding of a $78,000 contract with P3 Architecture Partnership.
Doing a functional program which determines what our needs are, how we would lay out a building, how we operate, the size of our equipment, what equipment goes in there, plus looking to the future as to what we may see coming down the line, 10, 15, 20, 40 years down the line. And so that basically will lay out, give us a rough layout of what we need for a fire hall, and then they'll look at the property that we have picked for that site and see what they can fit on there, and then do some rough sketches as to what they can do. Based on that, then we have what we call a shovel-ready program, so that we could then be able to apply for any federal, provincial grants that come for infrastructure.
The first phase of consultation with P3 Architecture Partnership is targeted for completion for the end of September. For over 12 years, Southwest TV News has provided the visuals for the defining moments in our community. Support your community and help us to continue our work. Support our sponsors by watching the ads on YouTube and by clicking the ads on our website. Pennies per click, which will help us continue to bring you the award-winning news coverage you've come to expect from Southwest TV News. Spring is here, and so is allergy season, and health officials have a few tips to help get you through the coming months. Dust, mold, and other allergens are in abundance this time of the year and will increase in the coming months as the trees start to bloom for another season. And depending on the types of symptoms you suffer from, allergies can range in degree on a daily basis, with health experts offering the following advice.
So in the outdoors, certainly when we get into the warmer weather, a lot of what we call allergens or particles that could have caused allergy are kept under the snow or very much to the ground. But as the weather warms up, we get certainly a lot more dusts being flared up, and we're also walking a lot more out there and into grass and stuff like that. So certainly people who are prone to allergies will experience more allergies as the weather warms up. The other side of the coin is indoors. It's really important to do a good, carpet cleaning, because a lot of those carpets can harbor things like mites, which also promote further allergies. And same with any compounds that are causing allergies from the outside will be easily brought indoors now with a lot more of that openness of allergies on the ground.
You can also take further steps in your home by using a vacuum with a HEPA filter and frequently changing furnace or air conditioning filters. And along with taking over-the-counter medications to help you deal with your allergies, there's a few other steps to keep in mind.
It's hard to minimize your time outside, but remember that when you are outside and you come back inside, you are carrying some of those allergy stimulants not only on your body but on your clothing. So it may be wise when you come in to have those clothes washed so that you can get those products off, and also for you to take a good shower so that you take the products off, especially when the pollen starts going around. A lot of people will have it in the hair and not even realize it, and so when they go to sleep, they are breathing in again the same products because it's right there in their hair.
More information on dealing with allergies are available through your local pharmacist or your physician's office.
In the town before, there was 2 different clinics working out of 2 different separate buildings. So having that all under one roof, it's all a benefit to the patient.
Market Square is a summer tradition in downtown Swift Current. And organizers are now searching for entertainers, food vendors, and artisans to be part of the excitement for the upcoming season. Contact Marlene today at 750-7888 and spend your Saturdays in downtown Swift Current this summer. Market Square, proudly presented by the City of Swift Current, Standard Motors, Innovation Credit Union, and Southwest TV News. Health Canada is hoping you'll quit smoking for the betterment of your overall health. We have more in this report. Tobacco use is the leading cause of numerous cancers, and Health Canada is proposing several ideas to reduce the urge to smoke. This includes a proposed ban in apartments and on post-secondary campuses, along with raising the legal age for buying tobacco to age 21, a move which the Canadian Cancer Society is applauding on a number of fronts.
And we know that the overwhelming majority of youth begin as teenagers or preteens, but there are some, especially who, as young adults are vulnerable. So in terms of 18, 19, 20-year-olds, they may leave high school, they may get a job, they may have more money, and so they may be at risk of going from an experimenter to a regular smoker. And so the evidence is that increasing minimum age to 21 for tobacco would reduce youth smoking. We support it. And there's a demand for people to have smoke-free living. And if we can have more buildings on a voluntary basis be encouraged to move in that direction, that's very positive. We've already seen residential-type premises, in many cases, go smoke-free, such as hospitals and hotels and prisons and university residences and dormitories. There's an opportunity also in terms of social housing to move forward.
And as Health Canada sets a target to reduce the national smoking numbers to less than 5% of the population by the year 2035, provinces such as Saskatchewan still have a long way to go.
There's many things that Saskatchewan has not done that other provinces have done, including bringing forward legislation to ban flavored tobacco, to have legislation with respect to e-cigarettes, to prohibit smoking of water pipes, hookah, anywhere where smoking is banned, even to have a minimum age of 19 for the sales. Saskatchewan is the only province where the tobacco age is lower than the alcohol age. The alcohol age is 19, the tobacco age is 18.
The tobacco epidemic is preventable, with 37,000 Canadians dying each year from tobacco use. Therefore, through a combined effort of national and provincial legislation and awareness campaigns, a reduction in tobacco use for all ages is possible.
Henry Richard, Provo, all those guys that had played.
He faced off against Pocket Rocket Richard.
Rocket Richard, he was the referee for the game.
Our line scored a goal. It was just boom. It was loud.
Yeah, it was a lot of good times.
Well, this brings to a close another episode of Southwest TV News, reporting the stories that matter to you. We always welcome your news tips. You can always reach us here by phone at our studio or by email to contact us at southwesttvnews.com. Also, be sure to join us daily online for the latest news from across Southwest Saskatchewan and so much more at southwesttvnews.com. And be sure to follow us on a range of social media. Thanks for joining us here today. I'm Carol Andrews.